Today has been a struggle, I'm not going to lie. I'm recording this way later than I thought I would be doing, but it's all been about the glasses today, and here they are. They're not the most attractive thing to look at. I'll give you a sneak preview. They're kind of odd. And so basically the way it works is you've got this dongle that you use. I struggle trying to get these things to focus. There you go, that's kind of it. You get this dongle, which is kind of what operates the whole thing. You've got a wireless keyboard as well, which folds flat, so it's all very much a travel thing. And then, of course, the glasses themselves. Now, it has taken me all day. I kid you not. I've been working this since about 11 o'clock this morning, and I've finally got to the point now where I've got Instagram on there, Threads on there, my Talking Tech emails on there, which is a Google account. I can access my Mac, but I'll come back to that in a moment. And I've got Chrome on there, and I've got YouTube on there. Basically, I've kind of got all of the apps that I'd really want. It all starts, it starts with, also I've linked it to my phone so I can access the photos on my phone to look at. And I've also put the app on the Mac, which is kind of where it all starts. Which is where I got confused, because I went to the App Store and the first app I downloaded on the Mac was the iOS app. I had to get rid of that. I had to clean my Mac to delete that app off. Downloaded the Mac OS app. That gives you an IP address. That allows you, it's clearly geared more towards working with PC, but it does work with Mac just fine. So then you connect it to your Mac via an IP address you get in the app. And then you're kind of off to the races. But then it was just trying to work out, you've got these different nose fittings. Again, probably won't focus very well. I don't know if that's focusing or not, because I'm just trying. No, it's not, is it? I'm doing my best. But no, I'm going to give up. Anyway, you've got the nose bridge fittings in there. And get the height of them. I seem to need them slightly further down the nose. You can get prescription lenses fitted inside. My prescription isn't actually very strong anyway, and I only need it for distance, so I shouldn't really need them here. And I just found that it works better having them lower down on the bridge of my nose, and then it's actually quite sharp. Having gone through the frustration today of trying to get used to using them, and it felt like it's a wasted day, but I've got to remember this is a well-paying video, so I want to try and get my head around it so I can record in London with it this week at the I'm going to get it wrong again. Media Post-Production Technology Show. While I'm up in London and walking around that event, I've worked out now how to screen record on there. Then I had to work out how to get the screen recording off there onto the Mac. I thought if I just plugged that dongle into the Mac, it might recognise it as a drive. No such luck. I've had to send the screen recording to Google Drive, and then I can get it out of Google Drive. I've just tried it, it does work. So that means that I can actually record what I'm seeing. It seems what some people have been doing is wearing meta glasses inside to record it. Well, I'm not doing that, but you will be able to see at least what I'm recording. And I think that there's no videos. I clearly went to YouTube this morning. There's no videos on how to set up. Brace yourselves, I even tried to read the manuals that came with the kit. And it's really nicely packaged. It comes in kind of, you probably won't be able to see it, of course, because of the way, but it's beautifully packaged. It's a premium product. It honestly is. And it feels quite well put together. So I'm using the app again on here. I can keep trying Wi-Fi. Altogether, early on this afternoon, I wasn't sure what I made of it. Now seeing the results of it, I think it's decent. Clearly what you're paying for with the Vision Pro, with the extra £3,000, is the ease with which it connects. This is far from easy. I'm not saying I'm brilliant at this stuff, but I don't think I'm awful either. And it took me ages to work it out. Step by step I've got there. Now what you're supposed to be able to do is you've got a dongle somewhere that I've got looked out to take home. Believe me, it is just a dongle. And that dongle allows you to wake up your Mac from wherever you are. So then I can access the Mac. Two things about that. Here, it only works on 2.4 gig Wi-Fi, which this isn't. This is quicker than that. So that's, I don't know what I've done with that dongle actually, because I do need it to take it home tonight to try. Anyway, I'll look for that when I finish recording. It's around somewhere. Anyway, it's just a dongle that you plug into the Mac, and that allows you to wake up. But say this network here is not a 2.4, so I'm hoping maybe at home I've got the older 2.4 network, and it might wake up the MacBook Pro there. That said, though, waking up the Mac is only of limited use, because there's not much I'd want to get to off my Mac while I'm out. The only things I'd want to get to are emails, which I can now because I put the Google email account on there, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, Chrome. I've kind of got all I need. So if I can't wake the Mac up, it's not going to be the end of the world, because although they say you can work on here, there is no way I'd want to try and get onto Final Cut and do any kind of weird remote Final Cut work on there, or edit a photo in Lightroom. Yes, I suppose if there was but generally I've got my photos saved before I go out, and equally I would take a Mac with me because I would need to edit the photo in Lightroom, and obviously Lightroom isn't an app that you can get on the air. You see what I'm saying? So getting back to the Mac is actually a nice gimmick, but not something that I'd really want to get into. So far, I've got to say, actually, I was just going to check on figures on those other videos. So far, now I've calmed down a bit, and that's why it's so late in doing this, because it's 7:30. Because I've just spent the whole afternoon basically wasting on this, but I've got there. I feel I'm in a good spot tonight to finish now. I know how to screen record, I know how to get the files off of the in-air device, I know how to get it into the Mac, I kind of know how to be immersive, I know how to change the volume. I've learned a lot, but my head is exploding. I think not only from learning, but also wearing AI glasses all day long. Since about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I've been wearing those glasses. It's been a pain, but I'm actually really glad I've got to the back end of the day, and I feel I'm in a good place, because I'm not going up to London until Thursday. So that means that I'll have another couple of days to get used to using them. And it'd be interesting to see what they're like outdoors. And that's a whole nother, I'm trying to think there, how will they have to tether to my phone for network connection? I'm assuming they will. Oh, it'll be Bluetooth, won't it? Of course, it'll look for the Bluetooth and it'll pick up my phone. That's the way it'll work outside. Yeah, so, I mean, they don't look attractive, but then what facial computers do look attractive. So that's not really a down mark. So I think on the whole, I'm pretty impressed, actually. I wasn't sure. Halfway through the afternoon, I wasn't impressed at all, but now I've got to the back end of it, I think they're okay. On to other things. Well, let's have a look at the videos, because I haven't looked at these in a little while anyway. So let me go, I'm on that account. So the Wondershare video is now 1,400. And it's still getting views, 30 views in the last hour. It's doing okay. I never heard back from them. They haven't got back in touch with me yet at all, but it's actually performing. I mean, that's another 400 views on yesterday. And yeah, I know there's a little bit of spice. And then Steve made a really good point. Yes, AirTags can be used to track somebody. All of these things can be used in a nefarious manner, but it doesn't mean that they have to be. And clearly, I'm not oblivious to the fact that this could be used in a very bad way. But equally, it can be used to unlock families' phones like you saw. I mean, they've got gold dust at me because I happen to have my mum's old iPhone 7 here, which I'd forgotten about. As much as I didn't want to flatten it, emotionally for my mum, it kind of had to happen. They've got gold dust at me because you can actually see a phone being completely wiped and unlocked. So it is a good video. So I haven't heard back from them, and Google in their defence, I think I said this yesterday. Oh no, maybe it didn't. They did send an email back saying they're looking into it, give them 2 to 3 days. So I'm sure it'll be the same answer. But at least Google are trying to do their bit of looking into it. So that's something. And the Honor video, that's still got a 7% click-through rate. And now over 4,000 views. 4,077. And I think it's done me a few subs. 18 subs. So I had a a company come through to me. I can't for the life of me remember the name of the company. Did I say it yesterday? I know I'm getting up and down from the camera a lot, and I do apologise for that. It was the name of the case firm. I've got it saved in my emails here. Hold on a minute. It was from Berfy, B-E-R-F-Y, is the case manufacturer. They've come through and asked if I'll do something for the Samsung Flip or Fold and for the iPhone 18. So I put together a package for them. Haven't heard anything back yet. It's not the cheapest, clearly, but I've offered them 2 dedicated videos to the price of a dedicated video and an integrated video. So they're making a saving, but then out of the money they're paying me, I'm going to have to spend approximately, well, I think the Flip is, the Fold's about 18 and the iPhone's going to be about 11. Yeah, so it's just under £3,000 that I'll have to spend on the 2 phones. So I needed to make profit over and above that. But of course, the benefit is I will then have, well, the Pro phone, whatever it is that I get later in the year, that'll be there for the year. And equally, I'll have a Samsung Fold or Flip. Fold probably, Flip is cheaper, to use for other videos as well. And if I say do get on the list, which I imagine I would do for the Honor Fold, I'll have that to compare it against, because Google I/O is next week, isn't it? And then I think that means shortly after that, Samsung will release their Flip and Fold for the summer. So it's got its upsides. It was a tricky one to wait. I hope they come through. I mean, that'd be another nice one. And I've had notification from, I think it was DHL, or if not, it was UPS, that the NAS is on the way. Did a few more bits of Almark this morning, but I have been a good boy. I haven't dicked around today. I've stuck to my guns. I've done my work. But I did put about another 3 albums worth of Almark on there. But I haven't been able to play much vinyl today because, of course, I've been learning how to use the glasses. I haven't checked on this week's video that I've been editing yet. It was pretty much finished yesterday when I left, but today has been about this. Today I needed to go home knowing that I'd had my head into this, and I have. So, yeah, it's all been about In-Air 2. I forget the actual model they sent me. In-Air, sorry, I'm getting up from the chair again. I know it's actually, if you're trying to look for them, the In-Air 2 Go Pack is what it is. And a little keyboard. But again, there's no help anywhere. They don't tell you how to connect the keyboard. They don't tell you how to screen record. It's been such, everything I've got to, it's like, okay, now I need to find that out. Now I need to find that out. Also, this is a different angle I think I'm recording at, but that's why I'm using the lav, because I've got the camera just a little bit further away, and I'm using available daylight, and I am still shooting in C-Log. Hopefully it will look okay. So yeah, my eyes are bleeding and my head is a little bit thumpy. That's learning as well as the glasses. The combination of both means I'm pretty pooped. So I'm going to switch off now. I found a new YouTube channel actually I want to watch. I was listening to Colin and Samir yesterday, because that's very much my kind of thing. Where have I got YouTube on here? Let me go to my history. It was a channel called, of course it's all full of AR glasses at the moment, isn't it? I can't find it, which is annoying. It was a long while ago. Hold on, bear with, because it looked like an interesting channel. Yeah, Yes Theory. There's a video on there about how much $10,000 gets with a black cab driver in London. I only heard a bit of it, but it sounds like I'm really interested to go home and watch it, actually, because it sounds like it's my kind of thing. It's shot, I think, on gimbals. It's shot cinematography. It's very good. They're a big channel, Yes Theory. You might well have heard of them. I'm going to subscribe to them, actually. Let's go to the channel. Yeah, 10 million subs. So they're big. I'm really looking forward to that. That could be a new find. And I think Pete's put one up. Casey's doing as many videos as me these days. Maybe he's seen my work and it's got to be me. Pete's put one up. Matty's put one up. Casey's put one up. And I want to watch that Yes Theory. So I don't think there'll be any movies tonight. I think it'll just be this. So I'm going to get this put into Final Cut now. And then get the jolly well out of here to have some dinner and rest up before I come in to face the day again tomorrow. I don't think there's any comments I was supposed to reply to. I did check everything this morning. But anyway, yesterday's video did okay, actually. And I think we've got a couple of new subs. I think we're up to the dizzy heights of 77 now. I will keep pushing this. I must push it more on the main channel as well, because I do believe in this. I think it's a really nice, informal way away from... You know, if this got to the point where I had 1,000 subs, is it, and 4,000 watch hours, this would monetize. Not a lot, but it would monetize and it would really help me out. So, and I think this is a lovely organic way to do YouTube. This is the way it should be. I kind of thought, should I do live? And live isn't very good because not everyone gets to see it. I'm going to stick with this, but it's just, I'm always surprised I have so much to talk about. I don't think I've done anything today, and yet here I am, 15 minutes in, I will let you go, and I'm still gassing. It seems there's always stuff going on, and you've yet to be bored with variable magnetic ND filters and what I'm going to do with the second NAS. I mean, and I still haven't put the NVMe into the NAS yet to see how that works. That's, again, I've got other things to work out this week. Yeah, quite a lot going on. Right, let me get this into Final Cut, and I will speak to you tomorrow. I think the thumbnail's got to be wearing the glasses, don't you reckon? It's got to, right?